Hello, today I am doing nail art, more specifically Avatar The Last Airbender themed nail art, because I got a comment asking me to do it. Very exciting. If you guys like this video and you want to see me do some other types of things, let me know in the comments and I will try to get it done. So, I haven't really planned this out. I'm thinking I'll just do maybe every nail I can kind of represent one of our main characters, right? So I guess this hand, I'll do the gang. I can do maybe Aang, Katara and Sokka, Toph, and Zuko. Oh my god. I started to say Zuzu, and then I went to change it to Zuko, and it came out Zuku, but it's Zuko. And then I've got, I guess, Iroh, and then maybe the Dangerous Ladies and Suki, because everyone loves Suki. So I guess I'll start with just a base color for each of them. Aang, I'll probably do his yellow and orange kind of outfit there, his air nomad colors. Sokka and Katara will get blue base. Toph can have, her green and yellow like her outfit, I guess. Obviously, I'll put red base for the Dangerous Ladies, Suki green, Kyoshi kind of green. Actually, if I make her a Kyoshi, maybe I can make her the Kyoshi mask, so that'll be a white base. Iroh, Iroh is obviously Fire Nation, like he's the Dragon of the West, all that stuff. He's Prince Iroh, technically, but he's pretty, what should I do for him? Maybe a White Lotus sort of thing. Yeah. Zuko. Now, Zuko is very proud of being Fire Nation. He's all about, protecting his people, the Fire Nation people. He's very proud of being the Fire Nation prince and then later the Fire Lord, I feel like. But Zuko is a little complicated because he goes through the most change in the show. He's probably going to be the hardest for me to pin down something to make for him. So what I'm actually going to do with him, I think, I have this nail polish, ILNP, which is a nail polish brand where they have all these nail polishes that sort of like change color depending on how you tilt them. So this one is mostly red as a base, but if you kind of turn it a little bit, it gets a little green, it gets a little gold, it gets a little purpley. So it's sort of like, I just feel like it makes sense. I wasn't even thinking of that until like 5 seconds ago when I was going through my nail polish trying to grab a bunch of colors that I thought I might need, and I saw this one. I was like, oh man, I should use that for Zuko. So here are my Avatar The Last Airbender nails. I've got a little sort of yellow, orangey kind of deal with a blue arrow to represent Aang here. This is Sokka. It's like blue, and then there's got his boomerang. I know Sokka's a lot more than his boomerang. He's he's a master swordsman, and he's a strategy guy, and he's everything, but he's really proud of his water tribe culture and beginning. So I used the boomerang, which was his trusty weapon that he started out with in the very beginning, that he probably, even though he loves his space sword, I think he loves his boomerang a lot too. It represents his family and everything. So Katara, I actually did sort of like the water tribe symbol. I mean, it's the symbol on her mom's necklace that she wears all the time, and being a master waterbender is probably the thing that she takes the most pride in about herself, that she spends so much time working towards and overcoming obstacles to achieve. So Toph, honestly, I sort of just did her headband a little bit. I mean, Toph is tough. You don't really need to... And this is the outfit she wore as the Blind Bandit when she was, rejecting all that other frilly stuff from her parents. This is what she chose for herself. I mean, she didn't really choose the colors necessarily, I guess, because she doesn't really care about that, but... What was I gonna do? Just write tough on the nail? Here we've got Zuko. Much like Katara, I ended up putting like the Fire Nation symbol here because, as I said before, he's really very, very proud of being Fire Nation. Being the Fire Nation prince and the Fire Lord means a lot to him, taking care of his people, even when the rest of the world sees them as the bad guys, really means a lot to him. There was a lot I could have done for Zuko. I could do the blue spear stuff. I could put the Dao swords. I could do a bunch of Earth Kingdom stuff. I mean, but in the end, I mean, this little color changing polish I used in the background here does actually, it came out, it was a little less red than I thought it was. It's sort of red in certain lights. So because of that, I was like, you know what, this will do the job to represent his journey nature, the way that this thing can shift from blue to gold to red. And we've got the Fire Nation symbol as a element of pride over that. Here I've got Uncle Iroh. It's the White Lotus symbol over a green background because, I don't know, he seemed to really take to the Earth Kingdom, honestly. He opens his tea shop, his retirement tea shop in Ba Sing Se, wearing green and everything. He's battery failed again. Anyway, I've got May here. It's red for Fire Nation, and I kind of drew her throwing knives. Azula. Now this one actually turned out a bit of a mess. Originally, I started trying to put the Fire Lord crown, but I used the toothpick to do that because the yellow wasn't cooperating with me of the squeezy nail polish, and it kind of messed up. So then I sort of blotted it out like it could be cool design in the background. You can kind of see that there's like gold smears in the background of the red. So then I kind of put on like a little blue flame, and I thought I'd redo the crown on top of that, but it still came out a bit of a mess. It's a little disappointing because I would normally want Azula to be really a very precise design because she's a very precise sort of person. But I guess she does sort of become a little bit of a mess at the end there, doesn't she? Ty Lee, obviously pink. Besides throwing in a little V of pink here in reference to the way her outfit looks, I kind of have some other bits of pink down here, just sort of bubbly, like she is. And Suki, the Kyoshi face. This is a little messed up too. That's because I kept smearing it by accident. I did put the design of her helmet on here in a slightly different shade of yellow, but it's really hard to see. But yeah, so it's a little messy. I haven't done this in a while. But these are my Avatar The Last Airbender nails. This was really fun to do, fun to think about the characters and what I should do to really represent them in a very simple design that you can do in nail polish. What would sum them up? So it was fun to be able to think about them like that. And if there's anything else you want to see me try to do, let me know in the comments and I'll see if I can make that happen.